The Caligula murders. The next morning after the first turning, many were so tired they were almost unmoving. It took lots of coffee and some rations to really get everyone going. Raymond got himself just that, while Brody was taking time off duty. Ray hoped that they would just get their next steps that day and that they wouldn't suffer any more casualties. Of any kind. Most of them started off their day keeping guard, while others played card games and did other recreational things below. Something they had down there also kept them sane. There was a decent load of medical-grade marijuana and a bunch of rolling papers and bongs and bowls, and every hour or so they'd all convene to smoke together and take a load off of their minds. But they hadn't realized. They were essentially making a smoke hole. And in due time, it would fill up dramatically, and someone would have to open one of the doors, a massive risk to take, even for a few minutes. When would someone forget? And what would happen when they did? Later that afternoon, everyone was sitting and having their smoke time and talking to one another, and they'd somehow failed to notice just how quickly the bunker had clouded up. Before long, multiple people had passed out or just barely made it outside of the bunker. Raymond and Brody were unfortunately caught in the pass-out group. What came next was a shared vision. Their town in absolute ruin, which it was not far off from already, the earth caving in on itself as the old ones eradicated the planet like ants beneath their boots, inconsequential. So there they floated, in a void. The void. They all stood in a square, as if a reflection of the prison which held them. Before them appeared a strange man. He wore a blue trench coat and a black fedora. His head was all black, devoid of features, as if one with the void himself. They all stood for what felt like an eternity, but then they started to wake up, to the sound of screams.